I am nervous. I'm excited. Today is my first counseling session, therapy session, and I am nervous. I'm excited. I'm proud of myself for getting here. So let me talk about how I got here. If you watched the last vlog where I was talking about how I had this week where all of these emotions came to a head inside of me, which kind of exploded. That week is the catalyst that brought me here today. The last time I did counseling was, my last session was probably a year ago, and that was couples counseling. Ben and I did counseling. That was super positive, super great. This is the first time that I'm doing counseling by myself, with the exception of, I did back in 2009, I did maybe 3 or 4 sessions with someone. That was 11 years ago, and I am in a much, much different place. I have a feeling that I will get a lot more out of counseling one-on-one today. So it was a bit of a crisis that got me here, but I really don't believe that counseling needs to be only when a crisis happens. I think counseling, especially if you find a really good counselor, I think it's one of those self-improvement type of things that we all have stuff, we all have trauma, we all have just stuff that is really hard to navigate ourselves, and I think it's really valuable if you find a good counselor that can help you navigate through your past life, your present life. Because I want to be honest and say, like, I woke up this morning and this whole past week thinking, having second thoughts, thinking, oh, maybe I was overreacting because I made this appointment like in a crisis, more emotional crisis moment. But I'm glad I acted then, because it's really easy to talk yourself out of counseling because it's work and it's hard and there's stigma around it. I'm glad that I'm sticking with it, and I'm gonna see how today feels. This is the first time with this particular counselor. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh man, that went really well. I liked her a lot. Yeah, I talked a lot about stuff I didn't even know I would talk about. Like a lot about my family of origin and just some backstory that I haven't really talked to anyone about in a while. Yeah, the hour went by really quickly. I kind of like sat there thinking, it's funny, I felt like I was talking too much, which is what is too much, I guess, but especially when it's your counseling session. But I didn't have much trouble talking to her. Yeah, I found myself thinking, oh, like, are we gonna run out of things to talk about eventually? It's kind of a funny thing to worry about. It's like, well, whatever, you just go and figure it out. But I have a feeling we won't for a while. I feel like I need to give myself a treat or something for that. But I scheduled another appointment for 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I really liked her. She was really friendly, really chill vibe, which I like, easy to talk to, and I just felt accepted by her. One of the things in talking with her, I just realized how much work I have done on myself, and how much I knew or was aware of. It was really helpful to hear her ask, or as I was sharing a lot of what's happened in the last 3 or 4 years, it was really helpful for her to just say, wow, you've been through a lot and a lot of loss. And that was helpful to hear. And she asked me this question. She says, so who's your family now? And that was, I was like, oh yeah. And so I was able to kind of tell her who I felt was my family now, or who was my support, people I felt the most supported by. All right, time to get some treat, some kind of treat. I am now at the place. I'm gonna get my treats. Coffee shop right there. I had a couple of things more I wanted to share as I was driving that I thought of. The first was this acronym that my counselor gave me. I was talking about how I want to learn when I feel an emotion, how to really, well, feel it and embrace it and work through it. And she gave me this acronym that I thought was really good. It's RAIN, R-A-I-N, and it stands for recognize. So you recognize the emotion that you're having. Like, I feel really angry right now. And then it's accept. You accept that you feel angry. Then it's inquisitive, or to be curious. Like, why am I being angry right now? What is causing this? And then the last is nurture, which I really like. What do I need right now to take care of myself? And the other thing I wanted to say is at the very end of the meeting, I shared with her that I started writing songs a year ago. And in sharing, first of all, I was really excited to share that with her. So that was cool. I was like, wow, I'm really excited about this. Like, this is like a really life-giving thing for me. And I knew that, but to have another reminder of that was really cool. And then I got the chance to share with her and recognize for myself that Ben has been a huge supporter of mine through this whole music endeavor. And that was really neat to recognize. And I realized that him and I are really good at supporting each other in our different things that we do, and some of those things overlap. So yeah. All right, now it's finally time for a coffee and a treat. Eden made my favorite Christmas cookie. There are these little sandwich cookies. Look at this. With like frosting in the middle. And then there's a green one. So yummy. Okay, I want to give an update about our book, 2,000 Miles Together. So we have 1,000 books sitting here that we need to sell. What happened was we tried to order these books and they weren't coming. So finally we just ordered a shit ton of them. So here they are, 1,000 copies that we need to sell. So all those books are in this house, which we own, but this is our main house. And I didn't want all those books there because if we had all those books there, it would completely take over our dining room, as I will show you in a moment. I've been the one shipping all the books out. So this is kind of my setup here. So we got some boxes of books here. These are the books that are signed by Ben. This box is signed by all of us. And then this box is just blank books. So you can see it's kind of taking over our dining room already as it is. This is a lot of the shipping materials. So like these are bigger envelopes, smaller envelopes, boxes for when people buy 3 from us. The gummy bears and the Via Instant white chocolate mocha, that's for the Trail Magic bundle. And then we've got stickers and postcards here. And then I use this computer for all the shipping labels that get printed here. So thank you to everyone who has supported us by purchasing through the merch store. Also the people that have purchased through Amazon, it's all still supporting us. And so we really, really appreciate it. Just give you a good look at the book here. And actually, to look at, you can get a book signed by all of us in the Trail Magic bundle. Ta-da! It's pretty cool. It helps us a ton if you purchase from our merch store, if you purchase the book from us. If you purchase it from Amazon, we get $4. If you purchase it from our merch store, we get around $10. So it's a pretty big difference. That link to our merch store is in the description. So, and we have different bundles. We have the Trail Magic bundle, which I showed you, has all those goodies. You can buy multiple copies, and if you buy multiple copies, you get a discount. You can buy 3, you can buy 2, or you can just buy 1. For 5 months, our family walked 13 miles every day.
We became the largest family to complete the Appalachian Trail.
We encountered snowstorms, overflowing rivers, rattlesnakes, and the government threatening to take away our kids.
And that was the easy part.
2,000 miles together, the story of the largest family to hike the Appalachian Trail is available on Amazon and all major online retailers.